Hello there. Alright, new game today. That should be interesting. Hope all of you had a nice week. Been alright over here. Had plenty of decent food. So, yes. It's been nice. And in case any of you are wondering, the lighting might be a bit different today. Mainly because, the outside world has turned into a wintry hellscape, so yeah, that's snow causing lighting weirdness. So yeah. Anyways. Yes, it is rather snowy outside. I for some reason I don't think her name is Nancy Drew, but close enough. And really, I mean, I guess you live in a warmer area, so. Well, sorry for the jump scare. But at least it's less quiet now. But yeah, I definitely do not live in a desert. Can confirm. Way too much rain and snow. And food-wise, I just made a steak with potatoes and like a pepper sauce. So, yeah, that's the most recent food. And there's gonna be filled mushrooms soon. So, yeah, well, stuffed, filled, whatever. Mushrooms. So, looking forward to those. So, yeah. It's been going alright. How have all of you been doing? Well, not me. Because, I mean, I'd have to go outside for that. Why would I do that? It's dangerous out there. And yes, I do prefer my steak rare. But yeah, how would you know if you never get snow in your area? I'm a bit suspicious now. Did you just move there recently? Yeah, fair enough. Well, either way, I'm not sure I've ever shoveled snow myself. At least, like, not a significant amount. So, yeah. It's usually not a huge deal. Yes, it is. Agreed. Anyways, I'll actually start up the game. Oh, and it's gonna be a fancy notebook this time. Has a bicycle on it, and flowers and sheet music. I don't know who designed it or why they chose all this stuff, but it's fancy. So I just wanted to point it out. So, starting up the game. There we go. And by the way, this one does have voice acting. Or at least this version does. Probably something along the lines of, like, risotto rice and, I think ground turkey? And, like, spices and breadcrumbs and, yeah. Anyways, it does have voice acting, yes. So, thanks for follow. Let's see, what's the introduction? right? Wait, are we on the ship? And, well, you mix them together. You don't just put an entire pot's worth of risotto into one mushroom. So, yeah. You make filling, and then you fill them, and then, well, you put them in the oven, and eventually you eat them. Well, I guess that's one way to start the game. Convenient suitcase. Very convenient suitcase. Not sure about those, chairs at the bottom of the screen. White with weird stripe pattern. I believe this game was released in the 90s?
There is still time to correct this most grievous misunderstanding, Mr. Carter. The Dagger of Amon must be returned to Egypt.
Stay out of my way, or I'll thrash you within an inch of your life.
Surely you can find a way to accommodate everybody's wishes.
Who are you to tell me what I can do with my own property?
Your property? What authority did you have?
The authority of the Egyptian Antiquities Service. So if you don't like it, I suggest you waddle on back to Egypt and complain to your own government.
Would it not be better to work this out diplomatically?
This isn't a case for diplomacy. It's a case for your acceptance of the situation.
It is not just my acceptance at issue, Mr. Carter. Frankly, some of our people are quite upset, moved to take drastic measures if need be.
Are you threatening me, you malodorous little man?
Mr. Carter, there are some who would rather fight back than allow their country to be stripped of its national treasures.
Any fat savage who lays a finger on my exhibit or threatens me will find himself in deep trouble. Do I make myself clear?
As clear as the water of the oasis, Mr. Carter.
He starts out the conversation with a very obvious threat and then goes, "Are you threatening me, though?" Makes perfect sense.
Be careful with that steamer trunk, young man. It's exceedingly valuable.
It sure is heavy, Mr. Carrington. You got gold bars in here or something?
The contents of my trunk are not your...
Don't expect that voice.
Now be a good lad and take it to my taxi. The Countess is waiting.
That voice is... unique.
Orleans, 1 week later.
Are you sure you've got everything?
Yes, Daddy.
You've got Sam's address at the paper?
Yes, Daddy.
You've got the money I gave you?
Yes, Daddy. Don't worry.
Put some money in your shoe. New York's a big city, and there's a lot of crime there.
Look, I'm going straight to the paper. What could possibly go wrong?
Let me give
Famous
you a
last
little
words.
more money, just in case.
Dad, I've got to go.
Godspeed, Laura. Call me as soon as you get there.
I'll be fine, Dad. I'm going to make you proud of me.
I already am, honey.
I mean, if he wasn't, I'd be a bit disappointed in him. I mean, she solved a giant murder mystery while also not getting murdered herself. so, well. Hello, how you doing? Alright. So... well, I guess we'll find out how much voice acting there is throughout the game. I don't know. But it sure is interesting voice acting.
Excuse me, dear, are you a secretary?
Actually, I'm starting a new job as a reporter for the New York Daily Register News Tribune. My name's Laura Bow.
How nice. I'm Irmgard. Is this your first trip to the big city?
Am I that obvious? How could you tell?
By the way you keep glancing out the window, dear. I did the same thing the first time I came to New York. The tall buildings, the people rushing around, it was all so exciting. Then I stepped off the train and got mugged.
How awful!
It's the New York experience.
Well, I'm glad we found a real human person.
Thank you, dear. You're very kind.
Is she gonna get
enjoy
mugged?
Traveling with you.
Yep.
Do you need any help getting home?
No, dear. I'll be fine. Thank you.
You're sure you'll be okay?
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, human person.
Goodness gracious! My suitcase!
Oh no.
Can you spare a dime, miss?
Certainly, sir. I'm always ready to help those who are less fortunate.
Well, that's just peachy. Give me all your money then.
Excuse me?
Hand it over.
This seems very unfair.
Welcome to New York, kid.
Alright then. She doesn't need money, right?
I'm not gonna let a little bad luck ruin my day. Hello, New York. Laura Bow has arrived.
Good attitude. I mean, robbed twice in the span of like 2 minutes. But, well. If you guys can agree on it, and the option is there, I might be switching off the voice acting. We'll see.
I really want to thank you for hiring me, Mr. Augustini.
For hiring you? I don't even know who you are.
I'm Laura Bow. I believe you know my father, John Bow.
Ah, John Bow's daughter. Now I remember. How is he?
He's fine, and he says hello.
Yeah, fair
He
enough.
wanted to know if you still had that newspaper clipping on your wall about the explosion of the Hindenburg building in New Orleans.
Yes. Your father was the first cop on the scene of the explosion, and he let me into the record so I could cover it for the paper. I rescued Rupert Hindenburg from his burning office, wrote about it, and made a name for myself as a reporter. I owe John a lot for that. Think you could handle being a reporter for a big city paper?
I'll do my best, sir.
We usually just hire men for this job. It's rough out there, and you're kinda small.
I can do it, Mr. Augustini. Just give me a chance.
All right, as a favor to my old pal John. But I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Thank you, sir.
For your first assignment, I want you to write about a burglary. Some kind of fancy knife was stolen from the Lion Decker Museum. I'll arrange for you to attend the fundraiser at 7 o'clock tonight for their new Egyptian exhibit. Everyone will be there. Tell them you're covering the society news so they won't clam up on you.
You won't regret it, sir. I have a nose for news.
Just keep your nose out of trouble. Here's your official notebook and your pencil. It already has Crodfaller's notes in it. Have the story ready by 3 tomorrow, or you're out of a job.
She just got the job, and I think the skeleton is Employee of the Month, so just wanted to point that out. So, Act 1. That was easy. And painless. A nose for news.
Laura Baines, right?
Laura Bow, sir, and I believe you have the advantage.
Crodfaller Rhubarb, ma'am, though you can call me Rube. So I suppose you've already met Sam.
Yes, he's very colorful.
Don't let him shake you. He's tough on the outside, but inside he's got a heart of stone.
I'm sure he... Pardon me? What did you say?
Never mind, just pulling your leg. Why don't you take this desk right here and we'll get you settled in?
That's very kind of you. Mr. Augustini sort of left me on my own. I have to start on this story about a burglary at the Lion Decker Museum.
Alright. So. Well. These are quite some colors. Mode? Both. There. Now we at least get text too. And I can switch off voice acting. So if you guys hate it way too much, then we can fix the voice acting situation by just not having it. Yeah, max detail and speed, sure, text. I think that's the text speed. Fine, I guess we're gonna have to do a poll. So there. And let's say 2 minutes. So, you guys can go figure out who wants which. Because, I mean, I'm definitely going to leave text on, it's just a matter of voice acting off. So. Well, I mean, sometimes it takes people a bit to find the poll. So, there's that. I don't actually see the results right now, so I'll see them soon enough. So, are there any other options I should be interested in? Volume? That's all volume, okay. Oh, no, I can't do a southern accent at all. I'm really bad at doing accents. So. Well, I mean, the votes are still, well, they are able to come in at this point. So, alright, well, that's why we're doing a poll, just to make sure. I mean, if we just go for text, it would be me reading all of it, and well, I don't really do voices, since it's not something I'd be good at all. So I just prefer not to. I'd forget which voice was which character immediately, so. Alright, voice it is. So, I guess anyone who complains about the voice acting, well, it either can't be that bad or, well, you weren't part of the poll, so. Well, I guess for some of the characters I'd be about as good as the original voice actor or voice actress. But for others, well, I don't know. So, what's this? Oh, I'm guessing it's look at. Fine. So, walk, look, use, exclaim, and ask, I guess. And that's her inventory, which... that's a weirdly shaped bag. But it's fine. So...
You remind yourself of the principles of investigative journalism. Research, observation, diligence, and clarity.
Alright. Yes, go remind yourself of all of those.
I'm so excited to be a member of the Trib staff. After all, I studied journalism in college. I went to Tulane and never thought that my first job out of school would be at a paper as prestigious as this one. I mean, that is unusual, isn't it?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Never mind.
Good talk.
I'm so excited to be a member of the Trib staff. After all, I studied journalism. I mean,
Okay.
never mind.
Alright. Exact same thing.
I'm busy right now, girlie. Love to help you out sometime, though. Maybe buy you dinner or something.
Gee, thanks.
Aren't you Eddie Bedletter, the syndicated columnist? I'm a great fan of yours, and I've read...
Yeah. I'm busy right now.
You ask yourself if you can handle the task set before you, then demonstrate your characteristic pluck by resolving to do your best.
I'm busy right now, girlie.
Okay. Apparently everyone wants to take her out for dinner, but they're not interested in talking to her.
I hope I'm not intruding. I mean, if you were working on the burglary story...
Miss Bow, please, it is not a problem. Yes, I'd started work on the story, but it's not your fault that it's been reassigned. That's just something I'll have to take up with Sam.
Thank you, Mr. Rube.
Okay. What? What? Aww. I'm confused about this. What? Oh, is that the stuff I can ask about? Ah, that makes sense. So, how do I actually ask? Well, no, it's not the stuff I wrote. So...
Any wisdom you care to pass along about Egyptology?
You've already proven to me you know as much about Egyptology as I do. Maybe more. I bow to your superior knowledge, Miss Bow.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was surprisingly positive. So...
What can you tell me about
that's how it works.
He's a perfectionist. I badmouth him now and then, but, well, he's given me plenty of breaks, so I owe him a few.
Well, I don't know. He wasn't very... It didn't seem perfectly sarcastic, so...
A queer bird, if ever I've met one. Kind of comes across as cultured, yet he's a loudmouth, you know what I mean? He's got a chip on his shoulder the size of the Brooklyn Bridge. He'll try to cut you down, just shake it off. That's what I had to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll, like, try and figure out who's who. I guess it might actually be a good idea to take some notes on these people. Because I don't know who any of them are. So... well, I don't know. We'll see if I have enough room in my notebook, but, well, for now I'm hoping that that's going to be the case. Nice ringing sound. Wish I could hear way more of that sound. Like, right now. I'm just writing down all the names so I can then take notes for all of them. So. Low fat? Really now? That's an actual name. So. What did he say about Sam again?
What can you tell me about Sam?
He's a perfectionist. I badmouth him now and then, but, well, he's given me plenty of breaks, so I owe him a few.
I think Sam is the boss, right? Huh.
What can you tell me about this Pippin Carter character?
A queer bird, if ever I've met one. Kind of comes across as cultured, yet he's a loudmouth, you know what I mean? He's got a chip on his shoulder the size of the Brooklyn Bridge. He'll try to cut you down, just shake it off. That's what I had to do.
Okay.
What should I know about Archibald Carrington?
Carrington hasn't been in the States long. He's from England, but somehow he doesn't quite come off on the level. Call me stupid, but I just think the guy should be more concerned about museum property vanishing. His first month on the job, too.
So I guess he works at the museum. Okay.
Have you dealt with Detective O'Reilly?
I know he's assigned to the case. I didn't get anything out of him. Maybe you'll have better luck being a lady and all.
I guess we'll see.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Rhubarb.
What's to tell? I'm a reporter for this paper, probably since before you were born.
But I want to know about the real Crodfaller tea, Rhubarb.
You mean there's another Crodfaller tea, Rhubarb? No two sets of parents could be that cruel.
That's okay, Mr. Crodfaller. You don't have to tell me about yourself if you don't want to.
Rube.
Who are you calling a... Oh, Rube's your nickname, isn't it? Sorry, I forgot.
Okay. What about low fat?
Tell me about low fat.
The old laundry guy?
Laundry
What's to
guy.
tell?
Okay. And about her father? I mean, not sure why she's asking
You heard
him.
the name John Bow.
Don't think so. He a relative of yours?
He's my father.
Oh, Sam's friend. Never met him, I'm afraid.
Okay. Alright. About the newspaper, I guess?
Is there anything
I'll
I should
ask
know
about
working
everything
here at the
just
New
this
York
once, at
Daily
least.
Register News Tribune?
Well, first of all, we call it the Trib. No need to use the whole name. I don't think anyone in New York even remembers the whole shebang. Second, don't worry about Sam. He's gruff and loud, but he's really a cream puff. Don't let him push you around. Lastly, don't get too attached to any one assignment. You never know when it'll be yanked away from you and given to some less experienced reporter with no qualifications except an in with the boss. Sorry, didn't mean to get peevish.
Excuse you? I mean, fair enough, but... Ouch.
Anything I should know about the police station?
Well, it's usually a good source of information. It's standard procedure to check there at some point in any investigation. Sometimes they just blow smoke at you, you know, hand you the commissioner's party line. But once in a while, they'll give you something you can actually use.
Okay. Dang it. Didn't choose anything. Places, there, there.
What can you tell me about low fats?
It's a place to take your laundry. That's about it, as far as I know.
Makes sense.
Give me the lowdown on the 12th Street docks.
Lowdown? You've been reading too much pulp fiction. The docks are the docks. Keep away from them unless you have business there.
Alright.
Is there anything I should know about the Lion Decker Museum?
Yeah, I went down there. I did get that far in the investigation, at least. I met the museum's president, a stodgy old croaker named Archibald Carrington III. Cagey guy, didn't seem overly concerned about the dagger. You might see if you can get a little bit more out of him.
What was the name again?
I also spoke with a Pippin Carter. Nasty little squirt. He acts like the world owes him a living. Apparently, he's the one who's originally discovered the dagger in Egypt, along with some of the other junk in the exhibit. Now, he was hot about the dagger. Took the whole thing like it was a personal stab at him. No pun intended.
So, who was the second name he mentioned? Like, I'll just skip through it.
Yeah, I went down. I met the museum's president.
President.
Stodgy old croaker named Archibald Carrington III. Cagey guy. Didn't seem overly
Archibald
concerned about the dagger.
Carrington.
You might see if you can get a little bit more out of him. I also spoke with a Pippin Carter. Nasty little squirt. He acts like the world owes him a living. Apparently, he's the one who's originally discovered the dagger in Egypt, along with some of the other junk in the exhibit. Now, he was hot about the dagger. Took the whole thing like it was a...
Okay. The flower shop.
Now, what's the scoop on the flower shop?
You mean the speakeasy? The flower shop's just a cover. Look for a fella there named Ziggy. He knows a lot and tends to talk too much.
Okay. So, can I ask about Siggy, or... Yes, I can.
Who is Ziggy?
Thanks for
What we
following.
politely call a stool pigeon. Basically, the guy squeals for cash. Amazing that the guy hasn't had his neck broken by now.
Okay. Just asking about New York. Alright.
Any advice for somebody who's brand new to the city?
Don't get robbed.
Well, keep your eyes off the tall buildings. That's how muggers spot you. Don't leave your luggage alone for a moment or somebody will walk off with it. And if you travel anywhere, be sure to put some money in your shoe, just in case.
Okay. And final location.
Where can I find this speakeasy?
Just ask any cab driver. They'll take you there. It's the place disguised as a flower shop.
And no, I wasn't.
What should I do with this notebook?
Take notes.
You're a reporter, for heaven's sake. You know to take notes.
But why does it have all these notes already in it?
Because that was my notebook. And I was taking notes in it for the burglary investigation. It's your notebook now. And I don't care to discuss it anymore.
Alright. Fair enough.
I have a feeling 1926 is going to be a great year, don't you?
Yeah? You ever try writing obituaries for a living? Hardly a jolly way to spend the year.
Okay. That was oddly specific.
Were you able to get any leads at all about the burglary at the museum?
No, hadn't been working on the story very long. I went to see Detective O'Reilly down at the police station, but he was pretty tight-lipped. I was planning on talking to Ziggy down at the speakeasy. He's a stoolie, usually good for a tidbit or two.
Any other leads I can follow up on?
With due respect, ma'am, it's going to be your byline on the story, not mine.
Point taken, Mr. Crodford. Rube.
And Egyptology, and then we're finally done with the
Any
questions.
wisdom you care to pass along about Egyptology?
You've already proven to me you know as much about Egyptology as I do. Maybe more. I bow to your superior knowledge, Miss Bow.
Thank
But yeah, I'm guessing they just both don't know too much about Egyptology. So, I guess it's a bit sarcastic. Do I need to check all the drawers?
This is now your desk. It's very old and looks like it hasn't been cleaned thoroughly in years, but it's sturdy and serviceable.
Well, it just has one drawer.
The desk drawer is locked.
And I don't even have the key, I'm guessing.
You already have plenty of pencils. Feels like an old desk blotter.
Basically nothing.
Well-timed silence hath more eloquence than speech. Martin Tupper.
Fine, I won't talk to my desk.
It's a waste paper basket conveniently situated next to the desk.
Okay. Oh, I'm outside already. That was quick. What if I just try and talk to random people?
This person is too busy to stop and talk to you.
So, can I go anywhere, or am I going to get hit by a car immediately? Yes, I'm going to get hit by a car immediately. Alright, she doesn't do cars. If you don't look both ways, you'll be dead in no time flat. Yes, yes. I was expecting this, which is why I saved before trying.
In the Big Apple. It's a big city and you're not familiar with it yet.
So.
A sign with the word taxi printed on it. This could have numerous meanings. However, since it does not look like a taxi itself, it probably just means that taxis will stop here if summoned.
So... Yay, I summoned one. Well, that thing looks ginormous.
Sorry, madam. I can only transport you if you have money or if you're a member of the press.
But I am a member of the press.
Prove it!
Don't touch it. You don't know where it's been.
Well. Do you know anything about that guy?
Sorry, madam, but the taxi control board won't allow me to have a normal conversation. You clearly don't have what you need for a ride in this vehicle, madam. Good day.
Yes, good day to you too. That was a lovely conversation. So, can I ask him about how to get a press ID card? Is that a thing I can do? Nope. So.
You can feel the tension in the city newsroom of the New York Daily Register News Tribune.
That was quite the sentence. So. Anywhere I can go to get an ID? Or money? Or both? Nope.
I'm so excited.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
It is better to know some.
So, apparently they both sound exactly the same. Apparently not. Nope. Just the gents. So... oh well.
Don't touch it. You don't... There are no cars coming from this direction. The corner of 75th Street and... There are no cars coming from this direction.
Okay. So can I cross now? Yay! I managed to cross the street! Yes. What are these? I mean, I get the giant lion statues, but, like... what? Those are quite some silly hats.
Stone lion with a lamp on his head.
No, lamp.
The fact that he's looking east may indicate that he looks forward to the sunrise each day. Or maybe not. A proud stone lion with a lamp on his head. The fact that he's looking west may indicate that he enjoys watching the colors of the sunset each day. Or maybe not.
Okay. That's... quite some snoring.
A man sleeping under a newspaper. Judging by the strong smell of alcohol, you deem it wise not to light a match in his presence.
Well. I don't remember being able to hear people snoring over the sound of traffic. It was a rather noisy city in parts. So, when I was there. Not saying it doesn't exist anymore, just... well.
Pardon me. I'm looking for some information.
Well, take yourself down to the library then.
Pardon me, Sergeant, but I happen to be a reporter with the Trib.
Oh, well, strike up the band then. Look, lassie, I've been out with my dogs all day, and I hadn't had my lunch. And I got better things to do than to jaw with some slip of a girl reporter. Go on with you now. Look, miss, I'm not in the mood to answer any reporter's questions.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't have to read that out, because... well...
You knock politely. You hear the muffled response. Come in. The file on the Leyendecker Museum burglary is nothing more than a single handwritten page. It mentions only one stolen object.
I'll restore. Since I skipped part, so. There. Didn't expect to be in a cutscene, but I was, so. My bad.
You knock politely. You hear the muffled response. Come in.
So, no clicking.
Lauren Bigora, I'm Detective O'Reilly. What would you be wanting then, lass?
I'm Laura Bow from the New York Daily Register News Tribune. I'm looking into the burglary at the Leyendecker Museum, and I understand you're handling the case. Would it be possible for me to look at your report?
You can't be a reporter, lass. You're a girl. The Trib only hires men.
I am a reporter, sir, and you can check with my editor, Sam Augustini, if you don't believe me.
I thought that Crodfeather guy was going to be writing the robbery article.
Crodfaller was assigned to it, but the story is mine now. Can I see that report, please?
It's very technical, lass. I don't think you'll be learning much from it.
Thank you for your concern, Detective, but I'd like to be the judge of that.
You're a determined girl. I'll say that much for you. Have a look, then.
The file on the Leyendecker Museum burglary is nothing more than a single handwritten page. It mentions only one stolen object, the Dagger of Amon-Ra. The burglar or burglars left no fingerprints or other clues. Their method of access to the museum is unknown. In summary, the police are baffled about the burglary at the museum at this point. Some parts of the report seem vague. The report is signed by Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly. There's only one page to this report. Where's the rest of it?
That's all of it right now.
It's rather vague, isn't it?
Good police work takes time, and I'm a very busy man. I haven't had time to follow up on the burglary. So what if a museum loses a knife? People being murdered left and right in this city, dropping like flies. Cars are being stolen, booze is being smuggled into speakeasies. Pedestrians are being mugged, firebugs are burning down half the city. They're running out of grapes at the corner market, and I've got a headache. And you know who gets to investigate all the crimes in this district? Me. So I don't need any nosy reporters hanging around telling me my reports are vague, girly.
Well, excuse me.
Talk to the desk sergeant if you have any more questions. I haven't got time for you right now.
Aww. She got kicked out. And isn't she? I mean, I'd say you could argue that this game could be a kid's game. Do you mind? Can I walk past here, please?
Pardon me. I'm looking for some information.
Well, take yourself down to the library then.
Pardon me, Sergeant, but I happen to be a reporter with the Trib.
Oh, well, strike up the barn then. Look, lassie, I've been out with my dogs all day, and I hadn't...
Okay.
Look, miss, I'm...
So, anything...
Wanted by FBI, Al Capone. Approach with caution. Contact FBI for details.
Lovely.
Tickets to the Policeman's Ball now available. Contact Officer Friendly.
Officer Friendly.
Needed. Volunteer with aeronautic training. Opportunity for co-pilot on first transatlantic flight, Roosevelt Field to Paris, next spring. Contact C. Lindbergh, Hamilton 6656.
Okay.
Why wait? There's never been a better time to invest in the stock market. Civil servants qualify for discount brokerage services at H.R. Schwab, Mary Hill 3173. Invest in the future of America today.
When was the big stock market crash?
Please remember, as of June 15th, 1924, all Indians are now full citizens of the USA. Please respect their rights and privileges. Thank you.
Well, isn't that like either like I don't know which year it is.
Tickets
Did I say?
This is the. Please remember, as of June 15th.
So that's in the
Needed.
past.
Volunteer. Wanted by F.
Yeah, I think it's 26. Yeah. So they've still got time to invest. Thanks so far. Exactly. As long as you remember to sell everything before the crash, you'd be fine.
Don't stray too far in...
Fine. Oh, I still won't be able to summon a taxi. Right. Forgot about that.
I'm sorry, madam. I can only transport you.
Yeah.
But I am a mem...
Prove it.
Can show my notebook.
Well, this is an interesting approach.
Fine. I'll just try and walk back. Oh.
There are no
There. But yes, having the game do stuff like force you to look left and right before crossing the street kind of makes it feel like it was supposed to be an educational game for kids. But maybe that's just me. So, do I have anything new to ask about? Nope. Well, no I'm not, but I've played a few.
You can feel the tension. You can feel...
So...
This is now your...
Can I actually get my ID somehow?
The desk...
Can I unlock it?
You already have plenty... It's a waste paper basket. You find a curiously heavy object in the trash. You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Who put a baseball in the trash?
Old receipts and crumpled papers in the waste paper basket.
I mean, how would it end up in there?
This baseball has been autographed by Bob Ruth, Babe's unknown younger brother.
Okay.
Bob never made it out of the minor leagues because he was incapable of violence and therefore would not harm a baseball by hitting it with a bat. Bob eventually quit baseball and became a successful psychiatrist.
Okay.
It's your official New York Daily Register News Tribune reporter's notebook with index tabs for people, places, and things. You can feel the tension.
Yes, just touch the floor and see what happens.
Don't touch it. You don't...
So... Still don't know where to get an ID. But I have a baseball now. Don't know why I'd want a baseball.
It's a car. A woody perennial plant with one main stem or trunk which develops many branches, usually at some height above the ground, otherwise known as a tree.
Wow.
The New York home for the mentally bewildered. It's the world-famous product design building. There are no cars. The corner of 75th Street and Madison Avenue, New York City, home of the world-famous New York Daily Register News Tribune building, among other things. There are no cars.
So... did I miss anything over here? Or do they want a baseball? For some reason?
No thanks, lass. I prefer arm wrestling.
While this is an interest...
Fine. I'm guessing I can't ask any more questions over here.
This door is locked.
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe. I mean, wouldn't the way to do that be a baseball? It just seems like the right approach. Does he want a baseball?
While this is an interest...
No. Fine.
There are no... The police... There are no...
Actually... what's this building?
The glass seems to be fogged on the inside so that you could be arrested for leaving fingerprints on the clean glass, so don't touch it.
Alright, fine.
There are no...
There. Don't want to be arrested for leaving fingerprints. Maybe I can ask about the baseball. I mean, I would hope so.
I found this baseball in the trash. What should I do with it?
Keep it, I guess, or give it away. The sports writer who sat at your desk only had about 50 souvenir baseballs.
Okay. So, what do I need a baseball for?
A woody perennial plant with one main...
Right. The tree.
The corner of 75th Street and Madison...
So, I still don't know how to get my reporter ID. But maybe I can bribe a taxi with a baseball. Don't know why it would work. But I'll try it anyways.
I'm sorry, madam.
But I am...
Prove it!
While this is an interest...
Fine.
While... It reads Taxi Operator's License, New York Taxi Control Authority. The bottom of the license reads, License renewed September 5, 1926. The driver's name is Rocco.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, madam, but the taxi control...
Alright. So, back outside with no way to get a taxi. Because all her money was stolen. So... yeah. What could I try and do? I mean... can I talk to random people? Probably not.
This person...
I guess not. So, guessing that's just asking about the different icons, so talk and ask questions. Pick something up. Take, open, or use. Descriptions and walking. Alright. Yes, it would seem like the place to do that. But I can't open the drawer. And she doesn't really have an office, it's just a desk in a room that she's sharing with lots of people.
This is now...
so.
feels like an old...
Oh!
You only find some lint. You peel up a corner
There.
of the blotter to reveal a small key.
Wow.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Okay. Now put it back down again. And key. I already tried that earlier, but I tried it in the middle of the desk plotter, not at the
You
corners.
unlock the drawer. Unfortunately, the key permanently jams itself in the lock. Let's hope you never want to lock this drawer again.
Okay.
Press pass. It reads, press. Your pants while you wait. Low Fats Chinese Laundry, 5858 Broadway Avenue, New York.
Close enough.
You pick it up and place it in your purse. You already...
fine.
You only find some lint. You own...
Perfect.
Don't...
There. Just wanted to make sure I've checked all corners. And time to leave.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
Well, that's different.
To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
I want to go to the laundry. Don't know why, but I want to go there.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Lovely.
What's your name, little boy?
None of your beeswax.
You're quite the impertinent little boy, aren't you?
Yeah, well, my folks told me not to talk to strangers.
His name's Paul Untermeyer.
Yeah, but we call him Stinky because his initials are P.U.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ma'am. My parents say I'm not allowed to talk about other people.
Did they really say that?
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, what if I ask about the laundry? Huh? It's right here, but okay.
1926 is going to be a terrific year, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Good talk.
So what's the word on the street about the burglary at the Decker Museum?
Hey, what do I look like to you, a stoolie? I ain't heard nothing about it.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Egyptology?
I don't know him. And if I had a name like that, I'd change it.
Alright.
Lady, it's really none of my business.
Okay, she doesn't wanna hear about my baseball. He doesn't. Whatever. Kid doesn't want to hear about my baseball. Anything about the museum?
Sorry, never been there.
Fine. I guess I'll actually try and see what this store is about. Alright. Looks very spacious. I'm impressed. Alright. How is this gonna go?
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
I was just wondering, do you work here?
Yes. Ticket, please.
Pardon?
Ticket, please. You here to pick up, yes?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was just looking around.
Okay, look all you want. Looking is free. Laundry not so.
Okay. Can I ask him about himself?
This fella low fat.
You joking with me, right? I am low fat. You in low fat Chinese laundry.
I knew that.
Okay.
What can you tell me about low fat's Chinese laundry?
Look around. You standing in it.
Alright, good talk. Does he know anything about Sam?
Do you know Sam Augustini? He's the city editor over at the New York Daily Register News Tribune.
Sam Augustini? Ah, yes. 17 collar, 52-inch waist. Mostly soup and sweat stain. Ring around collar. Nice guy.
Alright. Well. I wrote down that he apparently eats soup. Don't know if that's going to be relevant at all, but like, maybe I'm going to get him soup.
Does the name Pippin mean anything to you?
Yes, yes. Pippin Longstocking. My little girl read a book about her. Very funny. Freckles, red hair.
I don't think that's the same name.
No? I thought it was Longstocking. Maybe not.
Does the name Archibald Carrington III ring a bell with you?
Not think so. Very fancy name. Not many fancy people come here.
Alright, I guess her editor isn't a fancy person.
Detective O'Reilly?
Ah, Detective O'Reilly. Very smart man. Funny. No matter how clean I get his clothes, he always look dirty.
So, what was that description again?
Ah, Detective O'Reilly.
Okay.
Does a man named Crodfaller T. Rhubarb come in here?
Yes. Remember man with name like that. Extra starch. French cuffs. That all I know.
Okay. So, you probably won't know anything about her dad.
John Beau been in lately?
Not know any John Beau, sorry. Maybe try again with somebody else. Low fat no.
Okay. And that one.
Has Ziggy been in lately?
Ziggy? No Ziggy come in here. Would remember name like that. Sound like good name for comic strip though.
Okay. So, I've asked about all the people I know.
Do you read the New York Daily Register News Tribune?
Who doesn't?
Read it. Not read it. Love that not read American newspaper. Too violent. Prefer hometown newspaper.
Which is?
Newark B. Very good newspaper. Not like most American paper.
Okay.
Spent any time at the police station recently?
Only one time. To report stolen bicycle. Never found. Oh well.
He doesn't seem too upset about it.
Have you ever gone down to the 12th Street docks?
You kidding? Docks dangerous place. Crooks and rats there.
Okay. So that's why you shouldn't go there. Good to know.
Ever been to the Lion Decker Museum?
Of course. Low fat big contributor to museum. $2 every year. Some customer also work at museum. Wolf Heimlich, security guard. Very important.
Anybody else from the museum ever come here?
Yes. Let me think. Woman doctor. Greek name. Olympia something. Magilakati Miklos? Yes, that's it. Olympia Miklos. Not know what she do at museum, but she work there.
Hello.
She and Mr. Heimlich sometime come in together.
Have you been there recently?
Not been there in, must be almost a year. Whoa, time to send in another $2.
Besides Mr. Heimlich and Dr. Miklos, are any of your other customers museum employees?
Not think so. Oh, wait. How could I forget? Yvette Delacroix. Very lovely lady. She work at museum.
So many people. Okay. So. So, time to ask more about them.
So you do the laundry for Dr. Olympia Miklos?
Yes, spooky lady. All black clothes. She nice, but scary.
Who knows? I mean, there's all kinds of different directions this could go in.
Do you know Yvette Delacroix?
A small smile flickers over Low-Fat's normally inscrutable features.
Why are you smiling?
Low Fat have arrangement with a vat. Laundry for free.
And what do you get in return?
Once more, Low-Fat seems to smile slightly, his eyes refusing to meet yours.
Is it something private?
Low Fat not one to kiss and tell. Enough said, Kay?
I won't tell anyone. I'm sure whatever it is, I've heard it before.
He whistles an unrecognizable tune and deliberately looks away.
Okay then.
Tell me about Wolf Heimlich. What's so funny?
Nothing. Wolfie funny. Funny man. Take himself very seriously. Stand up straight. Act like soldier.
What else can you tell me about him?
Occasional bloodstain. Never sweat. Very tidy. Only see him once in a while.
Okay. So, anything else?
So it's been a while since you've been to the museum.
Yes, too long. Not remember much about exhibits. Not know much about art. Just know what I like.
How do you like New York?
New York too big, too dirty for me. Good business, nice place to visit, but wouldn't want to live here. Unfortunately, I do.
That laugh.
Not know of it. Sorry.
What? Hello.
What can you tell me about a baseball?
I pretty good baseball player back in high school. 270 average. Hot man. Best first baseman school ever had.
I was actually talking about a particular baseball, one I found at the newspaper.
Small, round, hard. That about it.
Well, that's very helpful. Thanks for describing what a baseball is.
Can you tell me anything about a free pass to get your clothes pressed?
Low Fat give out free pressing coupon many month ago. Big advertisement in newspaper. Nobody use.
Do you still honor the coupon?
Yes. Forgot to put expiration date on coupon. By now, nobody remember anyway. Must be using coupon for something else.
Indeed.
So, how's your year going?
Good year. Chinese New Year about to start. Very exciting. St. Louis going to take pennant, no doubt about that. That very unpopular opinion around here, though.
Have you heard about the burglary at the Lion Decker Museum?
No. Burglary at museum? That terrible. Sorry to hear that.
Yes, isn't it? Have any of your customers said anything about it?
Apparently not.
No, not hear about it until you say. What's stolen? Much damage?
Well, a dagger was taken, but nothing else that I know of.
Strange. Many valuable item at museum. Funny that only dagger was taken. Go figure.
What do you know about Egyptology?
Probably not much.
Not know what it is. Cannot even pronounce it.
Yeah.
It's the study of ancient Egypt. Archaeology, sociology, and so on.
You still talking English?
Never mind.
Yeah, he'd probably have mentioned it if he was that interested in it. So, considering they kept talking about the museum, yeah. Seemed very unlikely. So, enough of that.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency. To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
To to New York? What does that do?
You'll have to be more specific, madam. This is a large city.
Well.
To what location?
Fine, to the museum.
Thanks for travel.
Well, that was a pretty quick ride. So.
A parked car. Note the sleek lines of this late model automobile.
There it is.
You see that the fundraising party will begin at 7 p.m.
And what time is it?
This door is locked.
Dang it. So, anyway.
The entrance to the museum is framed with impressive marble columns. This is exactly the sort of architectural touch that seems so popular these days. Feels like water. Don't touch it. You don't touch. Don't touch.
Don't touch the cars unless it's a taxi. Alright. But yeah, it seems like the door is locked, so I have to find another way in.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination. To what location?
So, I'll go back to the newspaper.
Have you heard about that transatlantic radio telephone conversation between New York and London? Imagine hearing someone's voice from that distance. Modern technology, oh, it just amazes me.
Yes, imagine.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
You done imagining yet?
I hope I'm not intruding. I mean, if you were working on...
Miss Buck.
Thank you.
So.
Do you know anything about Dr. Olympia Meatloaf?
Sorry, she's Greek to me.
Wow. So very funny. Alright, that one.
Do you know Yvette?
Cripes, how do you know about her?
I heard she was...
Look, that was long ago and far away, okay? The room was dark and I was not married at the time. I don't know how you know about that, but I don't want to hear another word about it.
My goodness. Very well, forget I mentioned it.
Okay then.
Do you know Wolf Heimlich?
That one doesn't strike a bell. Sorry.
Alright. So, guess it's time to go to the flower shop. Hint, hint.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to what location? Heard about that new Air Commerce Act that was just passed? It's the one that provides federal aid for airlines and airports. I find it unfair. The government doesn't subsidize hard-working taxi chauffeurs. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Great conversation. Very subtle. I have no clue what that is.
Drink Moxie. It's good for you. The battered side door to the flower shop, complete with a mail slot and a tiny window. The front door to the abandoned flower shop. It's locked.
We're closed. No deliveries.
Wait, I know the secret word.
Secret word?
Ziggy?
Are you deaf, lady? We're closed. Go away.
Okay.
We're closed. No delivery. Secret word.
Baseball?
Are you deaf, lady?
Fine, I guess I'll have to ask about this place again and figure out the secret word.
Greetings, madam.
Actually...
To what location?
think I asked him about
What
it.
about that new air? I find it... Thank...
So... he just seemed like he was very willing to give me all sorts of information, so... he might be more willing to help. So...
Not know of it.
dang it. Fine. That's why I didn't remember, because he just doesn't know it. Makes sense.
Greetings, madam. To what location?
He's not talking.
Thanks
Yay.
for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
So... now that that's done...
Where can I find this speakeasy?
Just ask any cab driver. They'll take you there. It's the place disguised as a flower shop.
Okay, but how do I get in there?
Where?
Just
Who is Ziggy?
He's what we politely call a stool pigeon.
Well, I guess I'll just need money to bribe him. Which bulletin board?
Greetings, madam. To what location?
So... I should probably save before going to the docks.
To what location? Heard about that new Air Commerce Act that was just passed? I find it... Thanks for...
Okay.
Hi.
Yes, hi.
Good morning, miss. I'm Steve Dorian.
I'm Laura Bow.
Can I...
Nice weather we're having.
Yes.
Hey, did you hear about Admiral Byrd? He just made the first successful flight over the North Pole. What a guy.
I don't know.
I think the Cardinals are going to win the World Series this year. I hear Henry Ford just introduced the 40-hour work week at his auto plant. I think that's ridiculous. What are his employees going to do with all that free time? Do you always have this much trouble holding up your end of the conversation?
Yes.
You remind yourself.
Yes, I do.
I don't know anything about that. Sorry. Boy, do I remember that guy. He supervised the unloading of the Egyptian crates from the ship. It was a bunch of stuff for the museum, and he was real protective about it.
Okay. Just give me time to take notes, dude.
Mr. Carrington came in on the Andrea Doria. I remember because he had the heaviest steamer trunk I've ever lifted. And it smelled funny, too. Gave me a big tip. Then that rich lady picked him up in a taxi. He called her the Countess Waldorf Carlton.
Okay. Yes,
Sounds like an Irish name.
You don't say.
Did you just sneeze or something? I do my own laundry.
Wait, what was his name? I've forgotten already. Well, it might be my list of people, so.
I don't know anything about... He's some kind of a cheap hood. He used to hang around here sometimes.
Skip there. Steve Dorian. Yes, she does.
I don't know anything about that. Sorry. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
I don't know anything.
He doesn't seem to know that many people who work at the museum. What about himself?
Steve Dorian? That's me, Miss Bo.
Yes. Apparently he doesn't want to talk about himself.
She's the rich lady that picked up Mr. Carrington.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So.
I don't know anything about that. So.
Dang it. Why not?
I don't know anything. Do you always have this?
Yes, I do. So, police station.
I don't know where it is.
No. Laundry.
I don't know anything.
No. The docks.
This is where I work.
Yep.
That's where Mr. Carter's Egyptian crates were going. Nice place. Ever been there?
Actually, I'm attending a fundraising party there tonight.
Sounds like a formal party. What will it cost to get in?
I don't know. I'm covering it for the newspaper, so I get in free.
I thought the museum was closed today.
It is.
It is, but the party isn't till 7 o'clock tonight.
Sounds like fun. Enjoy yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work.
Dang it. having such a nice conversation. Come back here. I'm not done asking you stuff. Fine. Whatever. Be that way. What if I get into the taxi and just leave the taxi again? Is he gonna show up again? As I said, I'm not done with that conversation. Come back here. I guess not. Whatever.
Greetings, madam. To what location?
So. I'll go back to the laundry and ask him about those people.
Have you read that new book by Carl Sandburg? It's Abraham Lincoln, The Prairie Years.
What?
Actually, it's the first 2 volumes of a 6-volume biography, and I find it quite stimulating reading.
Okay.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
That sure was fun. So. Hoping he knows something about the new people I found. He might not, but seems like he's better at giving information than her colleague is. So, yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know a rather striking young man named Steve Dorian, would you?
Not think so. He must go to other cleaner. Sound like you sweet on this Steve.
I'm simply investigating him.
Sure.
Oh, detective? Low Fat think he sees something pretty detective lady not see herself.
Have you ever met the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
No. Have you met Shin Wang Lee?
What?
No.
That was fun. We play again sometime.
Because that's his job, because this is a laundry place. So. I'd say that would be why. Yeah, he does have quite the deep voice.
Greetings, madam.
Not sure why.
I'm terribly sorry, madam.
Fine. Fine, just bring me to the docks and I hope he's going to be there this time and I can actually finish that conversation. We'll see.
Heard about that new Air Commerce Act? I find...
So, is he going to show up? Still got some stuff to ask. Come back here. I guess not.
The nameplate on the impressive steamship identifies it as the Andrea Doria. You could push on this ship all day and it wouldn't move.
But maybe you can knock on it.
Don't touch it. Watch out for splinters.
Fine. I guess he's not going to show up for a while.
Greetings. To what Thanks for...
Alright. Slowly collecting information on people.
Please, don't touch me, Miss Bow.
Whoopsies.
I'm not sure. Hand it to me and I'll take a closer look at it.
I don't trust him.
Oh, this is what we call a press pass. Very useful. We ran out of official press passes. This is a business card for low fats, but if you wave it in front of a cabbie, he'll take you where you want to go.
Nice. How did they run out of official press passes? Can't they just make new ones?
What do you know about that handsome stevedore, Steve Dorian?
Who's that funny-looking rot? Anybody working down at the docks is trouble with a capital T. Don't wait till it's too late to find out.
Fine. There. Yes. Yes, you did. So.
Are you familiar with the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
Familiar with her? I don't think I could even repeat her name.
Yeah, I really need to write that name down. Lavinia, what?
Are you familiar with the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
Familiar with her? I don't think I could even repeat her name.
Hello, how you doing? Forgot her first name. Well, it is a Sierra game, so... Would be a bit silly of them not to use their own engine, right? There. It's a very silly name, but now I've written it all down. Took me 2 tries since I forgot her first name. Well, I forgot to write it down. But there. Done with that now. So... anything else I can find out about?
Anything I should know about the Lion Decker Museum?
Apart from the fact that it's closed.
Down there. I did get that far in the investigation, at least. I met the museum's president, a stodgy old croaker named Archibald Carrington III. Cagey guy, didn't seem overly concerned about the dagger. You might see if you can get a little bit more out of him. I also spoke with a Pippin Carter. Nasty little squirt. He acts like the world. Apparently, he's the one who's originally discovered the dagger in Egypt, along with some of the other junk in the exhibit. Now, he was hot about the dagger. Took the whole thing like it was a personal stab at him. No pun intended.
Yeah. Seems very silly to use different stuff for every game. I guess I should probably check the word at some point. Maybe it has a password. Can I poke the board?
Don't touch it.
Fine. Can I read it?
One notice reads, when covering formal events such as embassy parties, please dress appropriately. We've had complaints about reporters who refuse to dress properly at social events. One of the notices reads, some of our employees have been asking for a 40-hour work week, as has been proposed by Mr. Henry Ford. This is not an automobile factory, this is a newspaper. News happens 24 hours a day, and we need to report it.
So they have 24-hour days. Work days.
One of the notices reads, stolen, 1 Victrola, reward offered. No retribution will be exacted. One of the notices reads, Dr. Darwin DeLoring will be hosting a symposium, Jazz, the Charleston, and Other Sins of Our Times, to be held in the cafeteria next Tuesday. All repentant souls are invited to attend.
Wow.
One notice reads, when covering formal events such as...
So. Did that give me any new information I can ask about? No, 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 and no.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
So.
To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
Police station again?
Have you read that new book by Carl Sandburg? It's Abraham Lincoln, The Prairie Years. Actually, it's the first 2. Thanks for trying.
That took surprisingly long. I mean, considering this police station is just on the other side of the street. Not sure why that taxi ride took that long. But it's fine.
Look, miss, I'm...
Still not gonna answer. Alright.
That'll be coming in handy for you, miss. So you just hang on to it now.
While this is an interest...
No, can't just try and
this door is...
convince them to unlock the door for me. Because I'm with the press. But apparently that doesn't...
volunteer with aeronautic...
Well.
This support column is also a handy place for posting notices and announcements.
Yep.
This support column... Please remember, as a...
Well, whatever. So. How can I make some progress? Unless I can talk to him.
Greetings, madam.
Yeah, true, he is still snoring. But maybe I can wake him up without... consequences? Waking up a stranger seems like a dangerous thing to try, but... well, we'll see.
He snores in response. He snores in response.
Well, alright. Could have gone worse.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination.
I mean, yeah, pretty much anything can kill you in games like these. So, could have been that, like, he wakes up, that startles her, she accidentally steps back, like, onto the street, and then gets run over. So, it could have been lots of things. Or, like, maybe getting eaten by a dog. It happens. Yes, I went there, but I couldn't do anything.
It looks like...
I'll go there again, but...
It looks like a New York City taxi circa 1926.
Huh.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Okay. Well, I couldn't make it inside. So I'm still working on that.
We're closed. No deliveries.
Let me know
Scream
on
all you
screen.
want, Toots. You're not getting into this flower shop.
Fine.
We're closed. Secret word. Are you deaf, lady?
No.
We're closed.
No, that's not the secret word either. Could have been that. Would have been the secret word, but, well, would have been a silly one to go for. So, baseball?
Are you deaf?
No.
We're closed. Secret. Are you deaf?
No.
We're closed. Secret.
I don't know if I have the secret word. Egyptology?
Are you deaf?
No. I'll just try all words.
Secret.
Be right back. Gotta get my dictionary.
Are you deaf? We're closed. Secret. Are you deaf? We're closed. Secret.
Well, this is going well. Well, I mean... it's possible.
Are you deaf, lady? We're closed.
Yeah, it seems like I'm not gonna get in. I've tried plenty of random words. I don't want to try them all. Because, well, too lazy to do that. I'm hoping I can actually figure out what the password is going to be. Anyways, museum is still closed. Nothing going on at the police station. At least not really. Can't get in there. That's not a very specific location. And yes, it is. So. And also, wrong type of establishment. But, well, It is a Sierra game, though. So, back to the docks. Did that guy show
Be
up
careful
yet?
of the sticky spot on that seat. I'm always taking that 6-year-old Asimov kid over to his parents' candy store in Brooklyn.
And,
He likes
yes.
to read science fiction pulps and lick lollipops
I
in the
know.
back seat. Intelligent kid, but kind of messy.
I played that one.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
I played that game and used that password. So, yes. Been there, done that. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what to do. But yes, I might need a hint. Seems like this game is a lot more moon logic-y than the other game, which is a shame, but well. How would I apply journalism? Oh, you mean
I
the
don't know. I don't think it'll ever replace radio. Thanks
whatever.
for traveling with.
I'll hear it again at some point. I mean, yes, that was a new line, but I'll say it again. It's fine. So.
You remind yourself of the principles of investigative journalism: research, observation, diligence, and clarity.
Okay. So I've got the, what did she call it?
You remind yourself of the
Principles.
principles of investigative journalism: research, observation, diligence, and clarity.
I hope I'm not intruding. I mean, if you were working on the burglary story.
Miss Bow, please, it is not a problem.
Thank you, Miss.
So. Fair enough. So, what do I go for? I mean, I guess I've done plenty of research, just not that much observation. So maybe I need to stare at stuff. Fair enough. Well, it's been a while.
Greetings, madam.
So, where could I try and observe stuff? Museum, possibly?
Have you read that new book by Carl Sandburg? Actually, thanks for...
Alright.
A parked car. Note the sleek lines of this late model automobile. The famous Leyendecker Museum, named after Ignaz Leyendecker, who financed the construction of the museum as a tax dodge. Ignaz made his fortune in the late 1800s by defying the banana embargo and smuggling bananas into the country disguised as miniature squash.
Okay. Interesting.
The museum doors are large and beautifully crafted. You see that the fundraising party will begin at 7 p.m. A lovely stained glass window. Exceptionally attractive ionic columns. This is it, the entrance to the famous Leyendecker Museum.
And it's closed. So impressed.
A neatly manicured lawn which shows the individual attention of a concerned gardener. Looking at the mighty cumulonimbus cloud formations in the sky, you're reminded of your childhood, when your father would sit beside you on the grass in front of your house, smelling the scents of summer and looking for familiar shapes among the clouds.
Alright.
Looking. The impressive dome over the museum rotunda. Its shape reminds you of something, but you can't put your finger on it. A marvelous leaded glass window. The famous Leyendecker Museum. It's definitely a tree, possibly a larch.
Scandalous.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency. To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
So, police station again?
Heard about that new Air Commerce Act? I find it... Thanks for...
Yes, I've heard about it.
The glass seems to be fogged on the inside so that you can't see through it. A proud stone. The police department exterior. Unless the sign is lying to you, this is the police station. The glass seems... The glass...
Yes, it is.
This is the inside of the police... This is the... The beautiful mahogany counter serves a dual purpose as desk and a shield.
Shield?
The beautiful mahogany... He must be either a plainclothes detective or a file clerk. Sergeant Dennis O'Flaherty is the desk sergeant on duty today. He's shuffling papers, putting on a good show of looking busy while his mind is elsewhere. Sergeant Dennis... The beautiful mahogany... This is the...
Pardon me. I'm looking...
Well, take yourself down the right.
Pardon me.
Oh, well, strike up the band then. Look me.
Still not gonna work.
That'll become a...
Notebook.
I won't be needing one of those, miss.
Hmm.
I already got one out of supply.
fine.
This is the inside.
What about the floor?
This is the
Still part of the inside of the police station. Fair enough. I was hoping she'd try and describe the floor and go on about how very intricate that pattern is.
Greetings, madam. To what location?
So, laundry again?
Heard about that new air car? I find it. Thanks for traveling.
Okay. Maybe there are some clues there, somehow.
This oversized cart is brimming with other people's dirty laundry.
How strange.
Apparently Low Fat does a good bit of hand tailoring. The shelves are filled with fabrics, silks, wools, cottons and satins. In another
Nice.
50 years or so, these will all be replaced with snazzy, durable acetates. It's just a typical store counter, illustrated with the hind end of a traditional Chinese dragon. It's just an ordinary store counter decorated with a dragon of cultural significance to the Chinese. If you'd taken Asian Studies at Tulane instead of Journalism 101, it might mean something to you, but you didn't, so it doesn't. An evening gown hangs on the rack behind Low Fat. It's a couple of years out of date, but it appears to be your size.
Well, seems I'll be taking that later.
You see an older Oriental gentleman standing behind the counter toiling away with an industrial iron. They're not really Chinese characters. Low Fat displays them to give himself an aura of authenticity, since he was actually born in Newark, New Jersey. This paper lantern casts a warm, flame-like glow over the sparse interior of Low Fat's Chinese laundry. This is the interior. This is the This looks like a vase, similar to, but slightly different from, the vase on the right.
Yes.
This looks like a vase or an urn of some sort, similar to the one on the left.
Such lovely content. So, did he know anything about that person?
Have you ever met the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
No. Have you met?
Oh, right.
No.
That
Right.
was.
Right. Forgot about that response. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll just figure it out on Discord, I'd say.
The stairs are firmly attached to the floor.
Those are quite some stairs. Okay. Where do they
After a
lead?
quick glance at the dark staircase, you decide that it's potentially hazardous to your health and that there can't possibly be anything of interest upstairs.
Okay. Sounds about right.
You'll get street dirt on your fingers, and you won't learn much in the process.
Okay, I'll just
This
stand over
little
here and
boy
stare
is
at those.
trying to set fire to ants. He's shabbily dressed and poorly groomed.
Lovely.
He's peering intently at the panicking ants on the sidewalk.
What about the others?
This youngster looks like a real roughneck. He appears slightly older than the other two boys, his brown hair wild and unruly, and a look of studied indifference on his face. The indifference is heightened by the nonchalant way he's burning ants with a magnifying glass. You see a rotund, unhappy-looking boy. The other boys, who are industriously setting fire to ants with a magnifying glass, seem to be tolerating his presence, but largely ignore him.
Hello. So, can I talk to him?
It's a nice day, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, there's not a cloud in the sky and the sun is shining.
I guess. Makes the ants light quicker, that's for sure.
It's a nice...
I don't know.
So what's your name, little boy?
Biff.
My, what a nice name. What's your name, little boy?
None of your beeswax.
You're quite the
Yeah, well,
His name's Paul Untermeyer.
Yeah, but we call him Stinky.
Okay, so Paul, Biff, and
I don't know.
Chubby.
Well,
I guess.
So,
I'm sorry, ma'am. My parents...
did they
I don't know.
Sorry, lady. I don't think my friends are your friends, or vice versa.
okay. And that guy.
I ain't talking. You
Okay.
can beat me up and put bamboo shoots under my fingernails, but I'm not talking, you understand?
All right. You needn't get huffy about it. I was just asking.
Alright then. That sure was a great conversation. Did not need that mental imagery.
I can motivate you to your destination if you can prove that you're a reporter or if you have American currency.
So,
To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
I mean, yeah. Seems accurate enough. So, let's see. Where do I go? Well, more like, because I'm already in New York. So, I think I might need a hint pretty soon.
Heard about that new Air Commerce Act that was just passed? It's the one that provides federal aid for airlines and airports. I find it unfair. The government doesn't subsidize hardworking taxi chauffeurs. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
The nameplate on the 12th Street docks, the throbbing heart of the city's shipping industry. The warehouses bustle with life as exotic goods arrive from distant lands or prepare for long journeys to forgotten corners of the world. You wisely determine that it's safer to admire the warehouses from afar. The big city, the Big Apple, New York, Manhattan Island, planet Earth, Milky Way, galaxy, whatever you call it, it's your kind of town.
What? Okay. Uh...
Greetings, madam. To what look?
Okay.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Well, I'm sure it is.
This is the city newsroom of the New York Daily Register News Tribune, New York City's second most popular newspaper. It's a beehive of activity, but as you look around the room, you notice with some dismay that all of the employees are male.
Yep.
The gents sign leaves little doubt as to what lies behind the door. You shudder to think of it.
Oh no, it could be men. Well.
People are filtering in and out of the room constantly. They're apparently hard at work, and not one of them stops to give you a second glance. This is the city newsroom of the New York Daily Register News. It's a beehive of activity, but as you look around the room, you notice with some dismay that all of the employees are male.
That's pretty much the kind of argument I'd expect from, like, a fairly young teen.
You can feel...
But okay.
The man poring over a layout is Eddie Bedletter, creator of the syndicated advice column Dear Eddie. Unfortunately, Eddie has been divorced twice and is estranged from his rival columnist brother, so where he gets off giving other people advice on how to live their lives is an unanswerable question. This is the science editor for the Trib. His latest report critiqued Goddard's demonstration of the first liquid fuel rocket, which traveled 184 feet in 2.5 seconds. At the moment, he's checking to see who signed up for the three-legged race at the annual picnic.
Okay. Who's this?
People are filtering in and... People are...
Fine. Don't know who's the person in black and white walking in the back there. Oh well.
This is now your day.
Nothing else in there, I guess?
This is the top drawer of your desk. Don't touch it. You already... Feels like an...
Fine. You're in black and white. Alright.
The man poring over a layout is Eddie Bedletter, creator of the syndicated advice column Dear... Unfortunately, Eddie has been divorced twice. The window overlooks the street, but it's so filthy that it's impossible to see anything clearly.
Apparently nobody
The
cleans
window
around
is
here.
Filthy, not the street. Well, the street is filthy too, but it's the filth on the window that makes the filthy street difficult to see.
I do like the writing.
This is the city newsroom of the New York Daily Register News Tribune, New York City's second most popular newspaper. It's a beehive of activity. But as you look around the room, you notice with some dismay that all of the employees are male.
Oh no! As I said. So. What's going on over here? Nope. Same stuff.
One notice reads, when covering formal events such as
So, can I knock on the door?
You can't go in there.
Yeah.
It's the men's lounge.
You glance around curiously, but there's no sign of a ladies' lounge. This is patently unfair.
Yeah, she doesn't have bodily functions, right?
This is it's a
Well, that's not how you look at a chair. That's how you sit on a chair. Or in a chair, whatever. Point being, not how you use your eyes. My guess is that it might still be a bathroom, but they're just calling it a lounge to sound fancy. This place doesn't really seem like the kind of place to have a lounge and call it the gents. So, yeah. Yeah, it's the 20s.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your... To what
So, but yeah, they apparently seem to think that literally working 24/7 is a good idea. Why would they have a lounge for employees? Well, fair enough. I haven't really gotten that far yet, so still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Maybe there's something I can figure out there.
Be careful of the sticky spot on that seat. I'm always taking that 6-year-old Asimov kid over to his parents' candy store in Brooklyn. He likes to read science fiction pulps and lick lollipops in the back seat. Intelligent kid, but kind of messy. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
It's locked.
We're closed. No.
Okay. Could have been that stuff had changed, but I guess not.
It feels like garbage. Now it'll be hard to get the smell off your hands.
Yep.
It feels like... It looks a lot like garbage. There must be some serious alcoholics who live nearby because the trash is loaded with liquor bottles. It looks a lot like... The windows of the flower shop have been painted over from the inside as if the shop is abandoned. This is a rough part of town with several abandoned buildings. The sidewalk looks dirty.
What does she expect the sidewalk to look like?
Don't touch it. You don't...
Oh. I can
There are no cars.
walk places?
There are no cars.
There. Hope that's gonna go well. It's been a while since I looked. So. Oh. Interesting. Yes. Yes, I did. Well, I mean, I basically purposefully got hit by a car right on the first screen. Because I just expected it to happen, because, well... Exactly. So, is there anything across the street from the museum?
It reads taxi operator's license. The driver is a big, rough-looking guy with a broken nose. Whatever you do, don't touch him.
Did I get kicked out? I think I might have gotten kicked out.
Greetings, madam. To what
Okay, so couldn't really cross the street. So these two are across the street from each other, nothing across the street. These two are close to each other, so.
Be careful. Thanks for
Nope. Couldn't touch him. And no street to cross here, I think.
Don't stray too far.
Yeah.
Greetings, to what location?
Just back to the newspaper.
Please don't touch me, madam. I don't know where you've been.
Nice.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant
Finally.
day.
I mean, you can't have a game say not to do something and then just expect people to listen to that. But yeah, I think I'm going to need a hint, because I feel kind of stuck.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate.
Yes.
To what location?
I'm guessing that still doesn't work.
You'll have to be more specific, madam. This is a large city. To what location would...
You mean the guy sleeping at the police station?
Heard about that new... I find it... Thanks for...
Because, I mean... I was trying to talk to him, he didn't wake up. So... Well, this seems rude, but... Well, I was trying to talk to him.
Excuse me, sir.
Don't bother me, lady. I'm sleeping.
Uh-huh.
He's out cold, but he has a tight grip on his newspaper.
Okay.
He snores. He snores. He snores.
So, does he want a baseball?
While this is an interesting... A man sleeping under a newspaper. Don't touch it.
So now what?
He's out.
Seems he wants to be left alone. And he's sleeping. At least he said so. Yeah. Well, I'd say you should generally avoid touching people, especially if they're not aware of where you are or that you're there in the first place. You don't know what their response to, like, random
The paper is full of old news.
person touching them is going to be.
Coupon.
So. A coupon.
A coupon for a free sandwich from
Okay.
Luigi.
Sure.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
I guess he didn't want a free sandwich. Alright then.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination.
Who wouldn't want a free sandwich?
To what location?
I guess I'll have to ask about the coupon. And good point. Yes.
Thanks for traveling.
Oh. I guess that's the sandwich guy.
Selling corned beef sandwiches from a cart.
I believe I would like a sandwich.
Mamma mia, another coupon. I'm gonna go broke. What a crummy idea I had. That's the last time I advertised in a newspaper. Take your sandwich and get out of here before I change my mind.
It's alright.
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Wow. I don't think just placing a sandwich in your purse is going to be good for your purse. But you do you, Laura. She's gonna have random pieces of salad in her purse.
A mouth-watering corned beef sandwich. Its delicate aroma indicates that it's still fresh. Yum.
And only slightly covered in lint.
A press pass.
So, I'm not sure what to do with that sandwich. Who seems like they want a sandwich? Who's, well, willing to talk to me in the first place? Well, if I can find him again...
Greetings, madam.
It feels...
To what location?
So, is he still going to be at the police station?
Heard about that new... I find it... Thank...
Nope. So, who else is gonna want a sandwich? Unless he just moved to a different location. I don't know. Museum?
Have you read that new book? Actually, thanks.
Nope. Well, I mean,
Greetings, madam.
might be a bit difficult to send it to you. So, would probably be a better bet to make your own sandwich.
I don't know. Thanks for traveling.
And I skipped that thing again. It's fine. So.
A fire hydrant.
Lovely. So what do I do with a sandwich? I mean, I guess I could ask people about it. Going like, hey, what do I do with a sandwich?
Greetings, Matt.
I've never eaten food in my life. What does one do with a sandwich?
He likes to read science fiction pulps. Thanks for traveling with us.
A mouth-watering corned beef sandwich. Its delicate aroma indicates that it's still fresh. Yum.
So there.
What do you know about corned beef sandwiches?
Nothing. I'm a pastrami man myself.
Okay. Who wants a sandwich?
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to what location?
So. Maybe he can tell me something about sandwiches.
Actually, it's the first 2 volumes of a 6-volume biography. And thanks for traveling with us, madam.
Or maybe one of them wants a sandwich? Or wants to speak about sandwiches?
I'm not telling you nothing. You're pretty nosy, you know that?
It's my job to be nosy. I'm a reporter for the New York Daily Register News Tribune.
Oh, yeah? Then what's going to happen to ham gravy and castor oil and Thimble Theater?
I don't know.
Then you don't really work for the newspaper. You're full of baloney.
Lady, it's really none of my business.
Sorry, lady. My parents say I'm not supposed to talk about anything.
They're very restrictive, aren't they?
That's kind of what I asked them, but they said no.
Okay. So, they don't want to talk about sandwiches. Does anyone else want to? Could I interest you in talking about sandwiches? Let's see.
Does a corned beef sandwich bring anything to mind?
Hot bun, indigestion. That's why I stay away from corned beef.
Okay. I can only find people who don't like corned beef. So, could I find someone who actually wants a sandwich?
Greetings, madam.
Does he want a sandwich?
While this is...
No. I guess not.
It feels flimsy.
As it would.
To what location would you like to be motivated, madam?
So, I could try the police station. Maybe
Heard
that
about
guy wants a
new
sandwich.
Air Commerce Act that was just passed? It's the one that provides federal aid for airlines and airports. I find it unfair the government doesn't subsidize hardworking taxi chauffeurs. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
But yeah, the game is available on GOG. So, if you don't currently have a copy, it's pretty easy to get it through GOG. And you don't really have to worry about how to install it on a modern system. So, yeah. Maybe he wants a sandwich.
You look so hungry. Here, take this.
Sure, and this a corned beef sandwich on rye. Bless you, lassie. Don't mind if I do.
It's alright.
Sure, and it tastes fresh too. Mmm.
Well, I'm not sponsored by them, no. I just have an account and I bought a grand total of 3 games for like, I don't know, was it like $15 or something? I don't know. So, either way, they do have games, can confirm, and the ones I've played work, so.
Is there any information you can give me about Sam Augustini, editor of the New York Daily Register News Tribune?
Hoot man, he's a good law-abiding citizen.
Alright. His voice is interesting.
What do you have on a Pippin Carter?
I've never heard of the fella.
Okay.
What do you know of an Archibald Carrington III?
Can't say as I've heard of the man, miss.
Detective O'Reilly seemed very rude. Is there any way I could talk with him again when he's in a better mood?
Ah, well, and here I thought he was in such a good mood today. He's a very busy fella. If only you'd talked to him once today, I doubt he'd be talking to you again.
Okay.
Do you have any record of a Crodfall or T. Rhubarb?
Oh, go on with you. You're pulling my leg on that one. There's no such man, is there now?
I'm serious.
Well, I've seriously never heard of the man.
mean, it is quite the name. Oh. But mainly just because it sounds silly, I guess. But I've heard worse.
Can you tell me about low fat?
I'm not going to repeat them.
It usually doesn't taste as good as the fattening stuff.
I'm referring to a person.
Ah, well, then I'm afraid I can't give you any information, miss, as I've not heard of the fella.
What can you tell me about John Bow?
Not much, I'm afraid. I know a lot of men named John Doe, but offhand nobody named John Bow.
Okay.
I'm looking for information about a man named Ziggy.
What would a lass like yourself be wanting with scum like that?
Never you mind why. I'm just looking for information about him.
I suppose it's no big secret. Not round here, anyways. Ziggy's is a first-class little rat fink. Couldn't cut it as a crook on his own. Now he has to go around spoiling it for the rest of them. Nasty little big mouth, though he does seem to hear an awful lot. If you're looking for him, he's the kind of man what hangs around in speakeasies. Not that we have any in New York City, mind you. We've got these places closed up good and tight.
Sure you do.
Are you acquainted with Dr. Olympia Miklos?
Dr. Miklos? You mean Dr. Olympia Miklos? Greek woman, dark hair?
Yes, that's the one.
Never heard of her, miss. Sorry, I couldn't help but put your leg a bit there.
Well, that sounds like an interesting name to have if you're a professional driver.
What can you tell me about Yvette Delacroix?
Now you keep away from your vet. I haven't seen the girl in ages, and I don't plan to see her again, so you just let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay. Does that mean what I think it means?
What can you tell?
Now you keep away from your vet. I haven't seen the girl in ages, and I don't plan to see her again, so you just let sleeping dogs lie.
Seems lots of people know her.
What do you know about Wolf Heimlich?
Doesn't sound familiar to me, miss.
Is there anything you can tell me about Steve Dorian?
Sorry, this be the first time I've even heard the man's name.
Do you know the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton?
She's a very well-to-do lady and one of our finest upstanding citizens. Never had a chance to meet her personally, understand.
Are you familiar with the New York Daily Register News Tribune building?
Yes, ma'am, and a fine upstanding building it is too.
What can you tell me about this police station?
14th precinct, miss, and a darn fine precinct she is too.
Have you ever been to Low Fat's Chinese Laundry?
Not me, miss, but I'll be happy to ask me bonny wife for you.
That won't be necessary. I was just asking. What should I know about the 12th Street docks?
Oh, lovely place if you like rats, thieves, and roughnecks. If I were you, I'd be staying away from that area. Lord knows we do.
They stay away from the area. Alright then.
What do you know about the Lion Decker Museum?
A very fine establishment, worthwhile seeing, even if you're only in town for a short while. Very educational.
Have you actually been there?
No.
Well, but I live in the city, and I'm not having to see all the landmarks.
Maybe it's just me, but I think Sarah missed the... No. It was in text, but I didn't hear it. Which isn't the first time,
What
but...
should I know
well.
about New York? I've only just moved here.
Best advice I can offer you, miss, is to keep some money in your shoe at all times. You never know when you might need some emergency cash.
Did people have that much storage space in their shoes back then? Because... I mean... It sounds incredibly uncomfortable and... Well, if it's paper money, like... You'd have... sweaty... cash... And that sounds like a bad combination. So... yeah. It's not that you can't fit them in there, just that would be rather uncomfortable, wouldn't it? Sure? I guess? Just seems like there are better places to put money. Like...
What can you tell me about the speakeasy?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't know anything about a speakeasy. Not in this town. We run a clean city here. But there are some nice places where a lady like yourself can sit and relax and enjoy a bit of the high life, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, some of these places are restricted, don't you know? So you have to be giving them the right signs so they know you're okay. But just mention it Charleston, and you're in like Flynn. You got that now?
I think so. Thank you kindly, Sergeant.
What?
Don't mention it. And I mean it now. Don't you go mentioning it. Not to anyone.
But yeah, honestly, I don't think I know anyone who carries money inside their shoe. So. Yeah. I figured I needed to write that down. There was a lot of information there.
What can you tell me about the speakeasy?
No, I don't know anything about a speakeasy. Not in this town. We run a clean city here. But there are some nice places where a lady like yourself can sit and relax and enjoy a bit of the high life, if you know what I'm saying. Of course, some of these places are restricted, don't you know? So you have to be giving them the right signs so they know you're okay. But just mention it Charleston, and you're in like Flynn. You got that now?
I think so. Thank you kindly, Sergeant.
Don't mention it. And I mean it now. Don't you go mentioning it. Not to anyone.
you know about notebooks?
They're very handy for taking notes, lass.
Well, they sure are.
What do you know about a baseball?
I wouldn't want to be getting hit by one.
What do you know about press passes?
Ah, the bane of my existence, letting the snooping reporters in where they're not wanted.
What does 1926 mean to you?
Cutting the department's budget and another year of haggis and blood pudding. No one's just sorry asked.
What can you tell me about the burglary at the Lion Decker Museum?
I'm not covering that case, miss. Why not ask Detective O'Reilly about it? He's the one you should be talking to.
What's this business about the Charleston?
It's a popular dance, lass. It's also the you-know-what for the you-know-what I told you about earlier.
The you-know-what for the you-know-what. Alright.
How conversant are you in the intricacies of Egyptology?
Missy, I don't even know what you're asking about.
Alright. So now I know how to get into that place. Well, into the you-know-what.
Greetings, madam. I can motivate you to your destination. To what location would you like to be motivated, madam? Have you read that new book by Carl Sandburg? It's Abraham Lincoln, The Prairie Years. Actually, it's the first 2 volumes of a 6-volume biography, and I find it quite stimulating reading. Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
So. Actually, you never know. It seems like it might be a dangerous place. I'd rather save before showing up in there.
We're closed. No deliveries. Secret word.
The password is Charleston.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
Okay then. Well, this is quite the place. Alright.
Well-timed silence hath more. There was silence soup.
Now, you want a drink, miss?
No, thank you, sir. I don't drink.
Time to ask all the questions.
I'm too busy to talk right now.
Fine. Or not. Can I ask someone else?
It doesn't talk to strangers, Toots.
Okay.
It is better to know. It is.
Wait.
It doesn't talk to strangers.
Well, hello then.
Who sent ya?
That would be that guy.
Godfather? He's an old pal of mine. What you wanna know?
So, what about Sam?
Never heard that name before, Toots.
Okay. What about That guy.
That's the guy who found that fancy pig sticker in Egypt.
Indeed.
That's the new president of the Dagger Museum.
That's quite the music.
I think he's a cop.
Really? You think that the detective is a cop? Wow.
Grandpa, he's an old pal of mine. What you want to know?
I don't know, just tell me about him.
Grandpa.
Whatever. Ah, fine, fine.
That's the guy who does my laundry. Never heard that.
Yep, of course not.
That's me. Was you wanting to make something of it? Never heard that name. Never heard that name before, Toots.
Have I asked that one?
Never heard.
Nope.
It is better.
Whatever.
Never heard.
Question.
That name, it rings a bell. I think he works on the docks.
Interesting.
Never heard that name. That's where my pal Crodfather.
It is better.
What makes you think I knows anything about police stations? You think I'm a hood or something? I got friends in high places, Toots, so don't mess with me. Do I look like an encyclopedia? I don't know nothing about that. Them is the docks at the end of 12th Street. I heard somebody heisted that Egyptian pig sticker from
What?
the museum. Rumor on the street is that it
What?
was an inside job.
We have random singing now. Game? Could you not? What even is this? Why is it so loud? I can't even save. So, yeah, well, either way, I'm leaving just to get the song to stop. Stop! Thank you. There.
We're closed. Secret.
So.
The password
Thanks to the bits.
is Charleston.
Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in.
You want to marry an archaeologist too? Dang it! That one again? Really now? Really now? Really now? Can I go with that? Yes. Much better.
Hiya, doll face.
Looking for a good time?
Well. You must be referring to someone else. My name is Laura, not Dollface.
You're lost, Toots. I'll be right here if you change your mind.
Okay. Mind if I leave? Can I
have
leave?
a cramp in my leg.
No. Could. There. Alright, stay with this song, please. Thanks. Whoopsies. Wrong option. So.
I heard somebody heisted that Egyptian peak seeker from the museum. Rumor on the street is that he was an inside job.
I'm new here. What can you tell me about New York?
It's the place to be. All kinds of people come here, like one big smelting pot. There's even a high-class international con man in town. But I can't tell you who it is, because he'd kill me if he found out. You mean this speakeasy? It's the best in town. And I know because I've been to all of them.
Alright. I'll just take his word for that.
Why are you showing me that?
I don't know.
Why are you showing...
I don't know.
Why are you...
Since this year is almost over, how do you feel about 1926?
I think it was a great year. I made a sawbuck on the Gene Tunney and Jack Dempsey fight in Philly.
So we're at the end of 1926.
All I know is that the Egyptian pig sticker was heisted from the museum.
Do you know anything?
The only Egyptian I know is an accountant named Ramses Najir, something like that. He bugs me sometimes by asking me riddles. I can never figure him out.
What kind of riddles?
Well, today Ramses came in and asked me a two-part riddle. What's the room you leave without entering? And what's the room you enter without leaving? As usual, I told him I didn't give a hoot about his silly questions, so he left. That's today's password, and it's a great dance.
It is better to know it is questions. It is better.
Oh, I can ask the singer stuff?
It would be very rude. It is better to know.
Fine. So.
Va va voom.
Okay. So, can I ask her stuff?
You look so cute in that outfit. It makes me want to scream. You have a sexy voice, Toots, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, She didn't even get to ask the question.
You have a sec.
Ah, back to this song again. Could we not? Could we not, please? Pretty please. How do I opt out of this song? I don't like this. Let me leave. It's just... fine. Okay, there. Yay, can I go back now?
Va va voom.
So, back to asking questions. So, ask about the Charleston?
You have a sexy...
Okay.
You haven't seen the Countess come into the speakeasy yet, have you? I've been waiting here for hours.
Oh.
The Countess?
Yeah, the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carlton. I'm supposed to meet her here.
Interesting.
Sorry, haven't seen her. But if I do, I'll be sure and let you know.
Thanks, Toots. You haven't seen the
Count?
What about the Countess?
What do you know about the Countess?
She's a nice old broad. Loaded. She's married to some high-class museum bigwig. But she can't get enough. Know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You're pulling my leg, right?
No, I'm not pulling anything. I'm not that kind of girl.
Well, you're trying to pull something, sister, and I don't like it. I'm not answering no more questions about the Countess.
Okay. So...
How about a free back rub? Or a neck rub? If you like, I could even do your whole body.
Oh, that's a bit forward. So... is the Countess married to Archibald? Because I think it was either Archibald or Pippin. One or the other, I don't know.
Rub or a neck rub. If you like, I could even do your whole body.
Whatever. Anything about the museum?
You have a sexy voice. You have a... You won't find Ziggy in here, dollface. This lounge is just for women, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, lounge. So, apparently there's one women's restroom in all of New York and one men's restroom. That's it.
You have a sec...
So... Does she know about it?
You have a...
No.
Questions are a burden. If the water was connected, you could wash your hands here. These look almost exactly like toilets.
Almost.
A handy partition for changing your clothes in privacy.
Yes, this is very accurate.
You look so cute in that outfit. What are you looking at, kid? Ain't you ever seen a women's lounge before?
Can I leave? I'm trying to leave. Could you please? There. Apparently this game doesn't like it when you leave the women's lounge. So, I don't think I found out anything new. But I want to leave for some reason. I don't know why. Can't tell you why I suddenly want to leave this place, but yes, obviously, they all do. That's just how it works. It's definitely not just something that you'd only ever find in super fancy establishments, like the kind of place you'd, like, rent to throw a ball.
To what location?
Yeah. It's not just those venues, definitely not.
Thanks for traveling with us, madam. Have a pleasant day.
Anyways, I'd say that's enough for today. Still got plenty to figure out in this game. But, well, I'm working on it. So, thanks for watching. It's been quite interesting. So, yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So, yeah. Not much to say, I guess. I mean, the game is interesting so far. To be honest, so far I preferred the first game, because I just thought the style was very unique. But, well, I guess that's just my opinion, since this game seems incredibly popular. So, I don't know who that is, but I'll look them up real quick. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is a bad game, just that the style of the other game was rather unique in its own way. But this game just seems closer to, like, Gabriel Knight. Not that the first Gabriel Knight is a bad one, just, like, the first Larabolt game was just different from the other Sierra games I've played. Anyways, yeah, I'll go get the raid ready. Because, I mean, it's been a while since I've played Police Quest, but yeah. Anyways, well, I don't know which ending I'll get. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.